This program is proudly brought to you by N1 4x4, Cruiser and Toyota 4-wheel drive expert. Special thanks to our sponsors for this key event: RTV Off-Road Vehicles and Trailers, KD Civils, Robbie Leishman Racing, Lombard Tires, Kumho Tires, and of course NTT Nissan Klerksdorp. Welcome back to the coverage of the Klerksdorp 200 Africa Off-Road Racing Series. A full field of cars eagerly await the start of the Klerksdorp 200. All different kinds, side-by-sides, production privateers and the professionals. Some lovely drone footage giving you some idea of what is expected. Before the start, we had the prize giving of the previous race, the Camille 200. Lovely to see the families, lovely to see all involved. Well done to Flip and his team. It's wonderful to see the camaraderie between the drivers. Everybody gets along, everybody seems to know each other. Let's meet some of the drivers and their navigators.
Oom Dani, oom ry 'n single seater. Is dit vir oom moeilik om hierdie baan te lees sonder 'n navigator?
Nee, glad nie. Flip merk nogal redelik goed hoor.
Baie lekker man, ja, hier's 'n paar baie mooi karre wat goed voorberei is. Dit is ons nie, ons is nie reg voorberei gewees vandag nie. Maar ons wil net sê dankie vir Flip vir die event. Ek dink dis 'n baie uitstekende plek hierdie en vir Nissan en vir Mega World vir hulle bydra. En nogmaals baie dankie vir al die deelnemers hierso vandag. Dankie.
Ja nee, 'n bietjie stresvol, eerste keer in die kar, so maar sien hoe gaan dit vandag.
Jy sê dis jou pa se ou bakkie.
Nie so ou nie, maar dis sy bakkie eintlik. Hy het hom net die naweek vir my geleen en ek is baie dankbaar daarvoor.
Vir my is dit vandag net om hierdie klein mannetjie bietjie te coach, so 'n bietjie op die pad te kry en goede. Hy moet die vooruitsig is. Dilly moet volgende jaar in die kar wees.
So Nico, jou dogter ry vandag saam met jou? Is dit jou eerste keer sis?
Ja,
Hoe oud is jy?
ek's nou 14.
Is jy opgewonde?
Baie, ja.
'n Bietjie bang dalk?
Glad nie, nee.
Is nou ons derde event met die karretjie en danksy Waterworld ons borge maak dit vir ons baie moontlik vir verdere stappe. Ons wil graag die sport groei. En ja, ek dink ons se 2 jaar se tyd maak ons na die Dakar en hulle is in vir dit.
Julle spring vandag eerste weg. Hoe voel die senuwees daaroor?
Ja, kou maar bietjie. 'n paar vlinders in die maag, maar ons is lus vir die reisies. My seun Ethan, sy eerste reis wat hy vir my gaan navigate. Ek hoop dit gaan vir hom lekker wees.
En Ethan, hoe oud is jy?
13.
En is jy op jou senuwees vir vandag?
Nogal baie.
And here we go, the first entrance out of the block sits Johnny and his son Ethan Walker. Lovely tuned vehicle, very well prepared, sounding wonderful. And here the first of the side-by-sides, an interesting class. It's a Can-Am 1000 G1. That's Robbie and his wife Maureen Leishman. Then we have car number C2. This is Daniel's. It's a single-seater, lovely tuned vehicle, sounds absolutely stunning. The next car was P69. This is Wally and his daughter Dominic Morrick in a well-prepared car. The next car that we had is car number D3. This is Tinus Jacobs and Tom van Tonder in the production class. Getting themselves some good advertising on the side of their car. Here we have the first of the Toyota Hiluxes. This is Francois van der Walt and Jacques Water. Here we have car F1, which was driven by Andre van Meulen and navigated by Rian van Rensburg. A Colt body but sounding more like a Lexus. V8. We then have the Land Rover, the D28, which is driven by Musty Jacobs and navigated by Nasir Tate. Cautious start, lovely motor. Moving on to car B38, which is driven by Human Kombrink and Karen Kombrink. Here we have another side-by-side prepared by Waterworld. L46, Nico Durant and his daughter Roxelle Durant. The next car we have is car number B61, driven by Sparks Morrison. It's a single-seater Sandmaster, looking more like a jet fighter. The next car to start is car 69, driven by Andre Vermeulen and navigated by Johan Verree. Lovely little car. Mind the gate. Eagerly out of the blocks and on their way. Then we had car P47 driven by Geniel Nel and navigated by Dewald Hutton. The next car to start is car number C111, driven by Johan Blom and navigated by Jani Blom. Incredible little car, absolutely beautiful. The next car out of the blocks is car D10, driven by Christo Kutsia and navigated by Adele Kutsia. Looking like in a Suzuki, but sounding like something a little different to that. Another Suzuki, this is car D9, driven by Sean van Staden and navigated by Shane Duval. Car looking a little shorter on the one side. Then we have car B77, driven by Senior Arend Pieterse and navigated by Junior Arend Pieterse. The next car to start is car B28, Aquiel Jacobs in his single-seater. Car looking absolutely fantastic. The next car to start is car P55, driven by Julio Ferreira and navigated by Jonathan Mayer. Looks like stick behind the wheel with that helmet. And now we move on to the big boys. These are the Hilux, the Mega World Hiluxes. These are the old Dakar rally cars. Absolutely something to behold. Car number T1, driven by Jason Fenter and navigated by Vince van Alleman. Here we have car T12, driven by Dana Voss and navigated by Cornel Berger. BMW, an incredible piece of kit this, and there she goes. The second of the Hilux is T11, driven by Dylan Venter and Jaco van Arend. The next car in the national production class is A25, driven by Dion Boyson and navigated by Kobus Verree. The next car to the blocks is the ladies team E7, driven by Charmaine, navigated by Diane van Aswergen. Yeah, we're one of the Can-Ams, absolutely flying. Hilux is in full flight, looking impressive indeed. Lovely footage from the drones. Here we can actually get to experience what these drivers and navigators go through. Here we can see the water world side by side. Absolutely fantastic, full flight. Well done, guys. Car P69 driven by Wally, breaking the rear wishbone unfortunately, and that was the end of their day. Colt stroke Lexus motors, 4x4 Mega World. Going through the mud, B77. Doesn't this BMW just sound wonderful? Absolutely a full taps. Slowing down for the waterhole. The next victim for the waterhole, car 38. Nice and steady through this technical track. It's good to see car E7 on the right track, having taken an earlier error in navigation. B61 driven by Sparks Morrison. Two-wheel drive through the mud, having to work a little harder than the 4x4s. And car D9, the Isuzu, still keeping up. Car D33, well tuned out Hilux, looking good. And the Hilux is at full pace, the 4x4 Mega World. And of course, unfortunately, seeing the stricken car of Wally after breaking the rear suspension. Stay tuned for more action after the break.
Today, Perfect Ride fights with the BMW X6 in the war for the last parking space. Perfect Ride shows how much sense an SUV makes in the city and what modern city cars such as the Smart 4.4 or the Citroen C4 Cactus can do better.
Welcome back to the coverage of Africa off-road racing held recently at Klerksdorp, the NTT Nissan Klerksdorp 200. Lovely to see these vehicles. The water world, highly spec'd side by side, in its element out there. C2 looking good, and even the Land Rover, the guys from Botswana. Cars certainly looking like they had been through a fairly good workout. Robbie Leishman and Maureen relishing and looking solid. The car is absolutely perfect and soaking up whatever terrain is put in front of them. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, the Hilux coming through the waterhole again. Beautiful sounding motor. Incredible tuned machine this. Car T12 at full flight. Unfortunately, this car would run into clutch problems and be forced to retire. Yeah, we see the Hilux suspension getting a bit of a workout. Coming into the waterhole, no problem. Taking out some of the markers. No problem through the waterhole for the Waterworld machine. Here we have Tinus Jacobs and his navigator Tom. Incredible how these machines just soak up the terrain. Coming through the cattle creep, nice and tight, just makes it. Here we have Geniel and his co-driver Dewald Hutton. Easy through the waterhole, again no problems. Lots of support by the locals. There go the ladies through the mud hole. Marshals making sure no one goes in the wrong direction, keeping everyone safe. Without them, these events are just simply not possible. Here we have car A25. Running at this point, but would later run into gearbox problems and be forced to retire. Here we see the impressive looking 4x4 Megaworld Hiluxes. Unfortunately, this duo would later run into brake problems and be forced to retire. Not only did they suffer, car 69 lost its left front control arm just as it entered the pits. Everybody camelled together, grabbing a welding machine and welding this car up. Unfortunately, they broke again and be forced to retire. But it was wonderful to see everybody trying to get this car back up and going. A similar thing happened to car 61. Not only did it hit a hole twice, breaking the steering bolt, and fixed it with cable ties and a rope. They had no brakes and also lost their exhaust, but didn't retire. Well done to them. Car P55 also suffered gearbox problems. Car C2, CV joint problems. It certainly sounded like a tough day out there. Those that came back and finished certainly would have felt that they had achieved. Well done. Congratulations to all of those that are involved in putting this tremendous event together. To Flip and his team, the feedback that we'd got from the drivers and navigators was that it has been well marked, thoroughly enjoyed, and obviously looking forward to Costa 200 later in this month. Not long to re-prepare the cars, prep them, and be ready for the next series. Special thanks to our sponsors for this key event, N1 4x4, Toyota, and Land Cruiser Experts, RTV Off-Road Vehicles and Trailers, KD Civils, Robbie Leishman Racing, Lombard Tires, Kumho Tires, and of course NTT Nissan Klerksdorp. Here come the ladies team back in their trusted Hilux, going out on their final lap. Here we have Sparks. Wonderful to see the feedback from the community and getting involved and eagerly anticipating. Here we see car G1 successfully completing the day in #1 spot. 1L congratulating them home. Robbie Leishman and his wife Maureen. Congratulations. And here we see the Hilux having to go around the other car that had broken down just before the finish line. Car D33, that's Francois van der Walt. D9 managed to get in their car up and running again and heading off on their final lap. As we see car T11 with Dylan Venter and Jaco van Dart completing their run. Well done, guys. car D number 10 with Christo and his wife Adele Kutsia successfully completing their race and being welcomed home by Marnell. Well done, guys. Gerinal, car P47 and Dierwald Hutting finishing their round. Quickly followed in by Nico Durant and his daughter Roxelle. Congratulations. Quickly followed in by the international team all the way from Botswana. It was Musty and Nasir, his navigator. Well done. Here we see car B77 by Arend Pretorius. And car F1 driven by Andre Vermeulen and Rion van Rensburg as the navigator. Herman Kombrink and Karen completing in car B38. Well done, guys. I don't know what their number is, but whatever they're doing, they're having fun. And now to the business end. The winner of the special class B is Arend Pretorius, and second is Harman Kombrink and Karen Kombrink. Congratulations. Special class P, we have Geniel Nel and his navigate Dierwald Hutting, with the rest of the field not finishing. Production class D, we see Francois van der Walt and Jacques Botha, second Musty Jacobs and Nasir Tate from Botswana, and Sean van Staden and Shane Duval in third. Here we see the production class E, F and G results. Well done. And winning the production class is Dylan Venter and Jaco van Aert. Let's get some feedback from the drivers and their navigators.
Dit was regtig lekker geweest. Eerste keer dat hy saam met my in die sitplek gekom het. Hoe was dit vir jou?
Nee, dat was great. Dat was prettig, bietjie skrikkerig, maar dit was fantasties.
Sal jy dit weer doen?
Saam met hom ja, enige dag. Enige dag.
Sê vertrou my.
Soort van.
Ja.
En ek wil net dankie sê vir N1 4x4 Mega World
En baie dankie aan Nissan wat hierdie amazing venue aan mekaar gesit het en al die Nissans. Die roete lyk amazing.
Was 'n baie lekker roete gewees, paar tegniese gedeeltes, paar lang vinnige stryds, bietjie skerry op tye op hierdie klein karretjies, maar dit was baie lekker gewees. Was 'n heerlike reis gewees, baie goed gemerk.
Hiermee ons dank vir Yuri Trucks wat ons sponsor is vir ons petrol en dan vir die dag se sponsor.
Here we see the successful recipient of R1,000 thanks to NTT Nissan, given by Charmaine to Christo from car number D10, having been the team voted most worthy of the recipient cash prize. Special thanks to our sponsors for this key event, NTT Nissan Klerksdorp. Car 69 having been recovered in the field through the left front control arm having been repaired twice, but unfortunately they didn't make it. Join us next time for more action from Africa Off-Road Racing.